Hello everybody, I'm very excited to have been asked to do the first of a series of videos to help you all with learning the World War II medley in partnership with Music in Action for Jersey Sings. We're very pleased, we're very lucky that we've got the very generous support of Apex as well as our sponsors for this. So James Muse has asked me to just put together a little half an hour warm up and sing through of the first and last songs in the medley. So it'll be the White Cliffs of Dover and the Bugle Boy that comes at the end. So one really lovely slow one and one really lively jazzy number. So we're going to start with a bit of a warm up. My name's Nicki, and over here I'm going to just introduce our lovely pianist for today, John. Great. So before we sing, we obviously need to make sure we're all really standing very well. So I'd like you all to stand up, please. And if you could, just put your hand on your head and then imagine that that hand is slightly pressing down on you. And you've got to push against it with your head, making you just that little bit taller there. Fantastic, that's brilliant. And then just stretch out your arms as if you're about to give someone a huge and wonderful hug. Take a lovely big breath and then drop your arms and feel how tall and open you are, ready to sing now. Other things we check before we sing. We check our ankles are loose. Have a little bounce. Our knees need to be loose, not locked. If you just lock your knees a minute, you'll notice that it makes your whole pelvis area just jam forward. We want everything to be nice and loose and comfortable and easy, but always tall and ready for action. Okay, so let's get going with a little bit of a vocal warm-up. We're going to start just by thinking about our faces and our muscles. Just make sure they're ready to go. So have a little chew, as if you've got a toffee, really lovely toffee, and you're chewing it. And it's getting bigger. And sometimes it makes you yawn, and that's fine. Okay, so nice big toffee, lovely, fantastic. And then just tongue around the outside of the teeth. Lovely. And lastly, just around this shoulder area, nice little stretch. We're going to start with a little humming just to get our voices ready to sing. So we're going to do a little and I want you to really feel for a kind of tickly sensation on the front of your lips. If you like, you can just put a hand on the lower abdomen part of your, sort of just by thumb on the belly button really, and a hand on the side, and you'll notice some of the muscles just getting involved a little bit when you do this. So let's just try that, shall we? You have a go with me. And this time we're going to take it a little bit bigger, a little bit more yummy. Imagine you're smelling a delicious pizza out of the oven. Just do really sliding up and down with that voice and always feeling a lovely buzzy feeling at the front of the face. Here we go. Let's try that again. Always take a nice easy breath in first. And you can really go quite high now because your voice is getting warmed up. So you could try a really big slide. The pizza must taste really nice. Fantastic. I think your voices will be really ready to sing when we've done this. So the next thing we will do is the same thing, but we're going to do it on a sticking our tongues out. And again, you'll notice these lower muscles just getting involved, and then we'll be really well warmed up. So this one, and you can go all the way to the top and all the way to the bottom as well. I hope that's made you feel ready to sing. We'll do a few little scales before we actually start the song. We're going to start with just a la, 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 la. Can I have a C major chord? Brilliant. It's going to go la, 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 la. Ready? La, 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 la. Next one we're going to do to ma, ma, ma. Ma, 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 ma. And the next one to sha, sha, sha. Sha, 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 sha. And the next one to lu, lu, lu. Lu, 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 lu. And then this this one perhaps to no, 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 no. Let's try that. No, 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 no. Back to la for the next one. La, 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 la. And then back to no, no, no for the very last one. No, 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 no. Very nice. Okay, our final little warm-up is going to be to the tune of the White Cliffs of Dover, which I think you've all been working on last term probably. So you probably already know the tune. We're going to do it just the beginning of the tune to ma, 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 ma. And we're going to do it just a little bit under the pitch that it's going to go to, and we're going to rise up each time and do it 2 or 3 times on ma, ma, ma until we're really warmed up, ready to sing those words. Okay. And ma, 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 ma. Great, fantastic. This time, let's do it on nu, 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 and here we go. Nu, 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 nu. And this last one, we're going to see if we can go through that whole first phrase without taking a breath in the middle. So back to ma, 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 and what's the pitch we're going? There we go. Here we and ma, 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 I wonder how many of you got through that without a breath in that first bit. Should we try it one more time? Here we go. Oh, a little higher and ma, 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 fantastic. So by now you'll all be feeling really, really well warmed up. And that is at the pitch that we're going to now sing this song. So you're absolutely ready for this. I'm going to share my screen now with you so that you can see the words. Okay. And we are going to have a sing of the song. Ready? Here we go. There'll be bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover tomorrow, just you wait and see. There'll be joy. Let's just stop there and go back over that. Make sure that you've all really, really got that. So there'll be bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover, and then there's a little breath mark. Tomorrow, there's a comma there, but we'll really go singing all the way through to C. Okay, here we go, one more time. There'll be bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover tomorrow, just you wait and see. Going on, there'll be joy and laughter and peace ever after tomorrow, when the world is free. Fantastic. So that last time it goes down at the end. I'm sure you've all got that. Now the next bit, let's have a look at this. This is a little bit more swingy, the rhythm. Let's sing it. It goes like this. So 1, 2, 3. The shepherd will count his sheep, the valleys will bloom again, and Jimmy will go to sleep in his own little room again. again. Right, let's just do that one more time because they're quite tricky rhythms. They're just what we might call syncopated. 1, 2, 3. The shepherd will count his sheep, the valleys will bloom again, and Jimmy will go to sleep in his own little room again. Fantastic. And then it just goes on and sings the beginning part of the song all over again. Let's just do that, and then we'll go back and sing it once through from the beginning, and then we'll look at Bugle Boy. There'll be bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover tomorrow, just you wait and see. Fantastic. Right, we're going to sing all of that, and I'm sure if any of you have got your grandparents living at home with you, they'll correct you if they hear something wrong, because they will all know this tune. There'll be bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover tomorrow, just you wait and see. There'll be joy and laughter and peace ever after tomorrow, when the world is free. The shepherd will count his sheep, the valleys will bloom again, and Jimmy will go to sleep in his own little room again. There'll be bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover tomorrow, just you wait and see. Fabulous. Great. I'm going to stop screen sharing now. Well done. I'm sure you all did that brilliantly. Of course, I can't hear you, so I don't know. But I hope you did. And I hope you remembered to keep standing tall, keep taking a really good breath, because you will sound fantastic. Of course, when you come to record this, I should say, it feels quite strange when you're doing it by yourself. And you just have to be really confident and know that your bit is going to be put in with lots and lots of other people's bits, and it will sound fantastic. You will sound brilliant. I know you will. So I'm going to now share my screen again, and we're going to cut through to the last number. I just need to find it. Let's have a look. Where is it? Here we go. He was a famous trumpet man from out Chicago way. Right, this is quite a quick number and really goes. So might need a little bit more attention, this one, and some tricky bits of tune. I'm going to sing you the first bit, and then we're just going to sing it again a couple of times. We're going to go a little bit under the speed, just so that you can really get it, and then we'll start speeding it up, okay? So the beginning goes like this. Do you want to just give us an introduction of all, maybe the whole introduction, we'll get used to it then. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. He was a famous trumpet man from out Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. He was the top man of his craft, but then his number came up and he was gone with a draft. He's in the army now, a blowing reveille. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. Right, that's quite quick, isn't it? So let's slow that down a bit and make sure that you can all sing along a little bit slower, and then we'll speed it up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. He was a famous trumpet man from out Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. He was the top man of his craft, but then his number came up and he was gone with a draft. He's in the army now, the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. Great, let's have a look at that last line there. It says a blowing, and then there's a word that looks like a French word, réveil. And the réveil is what the trumpeter plays to get everybody up and doing and ready for battle, or up and doing in the morning, all kinds of things for the réveil. But in this one, we're going to pronounce it réveillé because that's how they pronounced it in the forces at the time. So a blowing réveillé means he's playing his trumpet. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. So he's in the Company B, which is a particular, probably a squad or regiment in the army, and he's playing his trumpet. That's who this guy is. So he's a famous trumpet man from Chicago way. Let's start that from the beginning. Oh no, we weren't going to, were we? We were going to look at the blowing réveillé, and he's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. Let's look at the tune there, actually. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. So let's do from He's in the Army Now, just the tune, and 1, 2. He's in the army now, a blowing réveillé. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. So you can practice that lots till you're really sure of it. Let's do it now with a bit more of the accompaniment, that same bit. So I'm going to count from 1 in the bar, and we come in just after 3. 1, 2, 3. He's in the army now. Sorry, he's in the army now. 1, 2, 3. He's in the army now, a blowing réveillé. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. Brilliant, got there, fantastic. Right, from the beginning, up to speed and up to there. And then we'll stop. 1, 2, 3. He was a famous trumpet man from out Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. He was the top man of his craft. But then his number came up and he was gone with a draft. He's in the army now, a blowing réveillé. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. Fantastic, I hope you kept up. Gosh, not sure I kept up with myself there. Goes quite fast, doesn't it? Then the next bit, it's familiar tune here. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3, and they made him blow a bugle for his Uncle Sam. It really brought him down because he couldn't jam. The captain seemed to understand, because the next day the cap went out and drafted a band. And now the company jumps when he plays réveillé. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. Right, fantastic. Lots of words to fit in there. They made him blow a bugle for his Uncle Sam. Anyone know who his Uncle Sam might be? Uncle Sam refers to the United States of America, always called Uncle Sam, the homeland, America. So he's an American trumpeter, and he's blowing his bugle for Uncle Sam, for his country. Okay, let's go. They made him blow his bugle a bit faster. 1, 2, 3. They made him blow a bugle for his Uncle Sam. It really brought him down because he couldn't jam. The captain seemed to understand, because the next day the cap went out and drafted a band. And now the company jumps when he plays réveillé. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. Excellent. Just watch out for that one really quick bit. And now the company jumps, and now the company jumps. That has to got to get company jumps out quite quickly there. So, and now the company jumps. Practice saying that after me. 1, 2, 3. And now the company jumps. See if you can get that really clear. 1, 2, 3. And now the company jumps. Good. Right. So, next bit. Quite tricky, this bit. Here we go. We're going to go very slowly here. It goes root, toot, toodly doodle toot. He blows it 8 to the bar. Let's try that again. And 3, 4. Root, toot, toodly doodle toot. He blows it 8 to the bar. Very good. Right, let's go a bit quicker with that. 3, 4. Root, toot, toodly doodle toot. He blows it 8 to the Great, fantastic. So that bit there, toodly doodle toot, toodly doodle toot. Just make sure you've got all the way down to that low note. It's quite low, really. So some of you might not have a lot down there, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be loud. Then we've got, well, let's do that and we'll go on to the next bit. Here we go, root toot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Root toot, toodly doodle toot. He blows it 8 to the bar. In boogie rhythm, he can't play a note unless a bass and guitar is playing with him. Great, fantastic. So that's another bit that's quite tricky. Let's go from in boogie rhythm there. Here we go. It's going to be, that's it, perfect. So 3 and 1. In boogie rhythm, he can't play a note unless the bass and guitar is playing with him. Can we just do that, John? Let's go through that just with the tune playing and not with any instrument. So we really clock into those pitches at the end of that, is on the is playing. Okay? Okay. Let's just do that all to la in boogie rhythm. Here we go. 3, 4, 1. La 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 la. Let's do that with the words in boogie rhythm. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. In boogie rhythm, he can't play a note unless a bass and guitar is playing with him. Right, fantastic. Let's do that from root toot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Root toot, toodly doodle doot. He blows it 8 to the bar. In boogie rhythm, he can't play a note unless a bass and guitar is playing with him. He makes the company jump when he plays reveille. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. Let's just look at that one little bit. He makes the company jump. Let's try that. 1, 2, 3. He makes the company jump. Let's just look at that again. 1, 2, 3. He makes the company jump when he plays reveille. Okay, I'm sure you've all got that brilliantly. Let's go from root toot to company B, and then we're going to go back to the beginning and we're going to sing all the way through this one, because I think towards the end, I think it just does the same sort of thing. So let's just see how we get on. So once from root toot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Root toot, toodly doodle doot. He blows it 8 to the bar. In boogie rhythm, he can't play a note unless a bass and guitar is playing with him. He makes the company jump when he plays reveille. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. I sang Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy. That wasn't right. Oh, well, I'm sure you did better than me there. Right, let's go from the beginning up to there and on. Okay. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. He was a famous trumpet man from out Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. He was the top man of his craft. But then his number came up and he was gone with a draft. He's in the army now, a blowing reveille. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. They made him blow a bugle for his Uncle Sam. It really brought him down 'cause he couldn't jam. The captain seemed to understand, because the next day the cap went out and drafted a band. And now the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. A root toot, toodly doodle doot. He blows it 8 to the bar. In boogie rhythm, he can't play a note unless a bass and guitar is playing with him. He makes the company jump when he plays reveille. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. Then there's quite a long gap when you have to wait, and then you come in again with the next bit. Okay, that was fantastic. And do you notice that as we start to get to know the song better, you can start to be a lot more expressive with the words and telling the story, because this is a real story. This is about, this famous trumpeter who's meant to be playing all the army stuff, but in fact, he just can't really get on with playing it unless he's got a jazz band behind him. He wants to play jazz. So we want to really tell that story when it gets to he can't play a note. We've got to look, oh, he can't play a note unless a bass guitar is playing with him. And when we get to, it really brought him down because he couldn't jam. He couldn't play with his mates in the way that he liked to play. So you look a bit sad there. It really brought him down because he couldn't jam. The captain seemed to understand. We can really try and tell the story here. We're going to do the whole thing in a minute. Okay. He puts the boys to sleep with boogie every night. I'm sure I wouldn't go to sleep with a trumpeter boogieing away next to me, but hey, whatever. We're going to count in. You're going to come in just after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He puts the boogie. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. John wasn't Betty. I wasn't really very fair there. Should we try that again?
No.
He's ready now. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. He puts the boys to sleep with boogie every night and wakes them up the same way in the early bright. They clap their hands and stamp their feet because they know how he plays when someone gives him a beat. He really breaks it up when he plays reveille. He's the boogie. Ooh, wow, that wasn't very successful, was it? Should we try that a bit slower? Because if I can't get it and I've really practiced it, how am I going to expect you to get it at that speed? Should we try that a little bit less quickly? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. He puts the boys to sleep with boogie every night and wakes them up the same way in the early bright. They clap their hands and stamp their feet because they know how he plays when someone gives him a beat. He really breaks it up when he plays reveille. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. Got it that time. Good. Thank goodness for that. Let's try it quicker now. See if I can get it right. 1, 2, 3. He puts the boys to sleep with boogie every night and wakes them up the same way in the early bright. They clap their hands and stamp their feet because they know how he plays when someone gives him a beat. He really breaks it up when he plays reveille. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. Root, toot. He blows it 8 to the bar. Did you get that? And here we go, 1, 2, 3. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. Now I wonder how many of you managed to get that bit where I left you on your own. Should we just have a look at it and make sure that we've got it? How are we doing for time? We've got a minute or two and we're going to just cover the ending there. So I left you on your own for the root toot. Let's go. I'll do it with you this time. Still quite quickly though. 1, 2, 3. Root, toot, toodly doodle doot. He blows it 8 to the bar. In boogie rhythm, he can't play a note unless the bass and guitar is playing with him. 1, 2, 3. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's a Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. And what we need to do is make sure that we know that the very ending and the company jumps is a bit higher than it was the last time. So should we just cover that, Mr. Bowley, from In Boogie Woogie Rhythm slowly? Here we go. 3, 4, 1. In boogie rhythm, he can't play a note unless a bass and guitar is playing with him. 1, 2, 3. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. Right, I hope you got that. Let's do that one more time. And then we'll be done, I think. Okay, you've done brilliantly. If you're still with me now, you've done really, really well. But it's such a great song to sing, isn't it? So, and you can sing it with the track that you've got with Joanna singing on it, or you can sing it without the singer. Challenge yourselves. Try singing it without the singer there. See if you can keep in time with the track. It's quite hard to do. It's easy to get out. But really, the more you practice it, the easier it gets. Okay, here we go. We're going to go from root toot, the last root toot, before the end. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, and root, toot, toodly doodle doot. He blows it 8 to the bar. In boogie rhythm, he can't play a note unless a bass and guitar is playing with him. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company That's fantastic. Really good. Well done. You can see it's quite hard to get your words out in that one. I made lots of mistakes, and so will you, I'm sure. But the more you practice it, the easier it gets. And as I said, practice it sometimes with the track, with the singer on the track, and enjoy it. Dance around, have fun, tell the story, find out more about the songs and who sang them when they were really popular in World War II. See if you can find out, for example, who is Dame Vera Lynn? Good homework there. Anyway, enjoy singing them with the singer, but then challenge yourselves. Try it without the track. See if you can manage to be listening to that track at the same time as you're singing yourselves, and then you will be brilliant. And I promise you, when you get to record your part, you will sound fantastic. Great. So it's goodbye from John.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me, and I hope to see you all again soon.